8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And they're off. The necks are coming off first. Soon we'll be moving on to the feet. Somebody's gonna make some dim sum after tonight. Wow, look at all those feet. Now, I want to point out too, these are a traditional breed of chicken. This is not a heritage breed. If you're looking to buy more sustainable chicken, you might see that these really plump breasts are not typical for a heritage or a free-range bird. Not a big deal. They're still delicious. They taste more like a dark meat because those animals also run around more. But as a conscientious chicken shopper, don't be looking at those little birds and say, they don't have any breast meat. It's actually just a different variety. They grow more slowly. It's how they put on muscle. The industrial style of production has really been geared towards making big, thick breasts that are easy to use for the, like a stir fry or something. They have a place in all of our culinary vocabulary, those boneless, skinless breasts. But those animals have basically been turned into breast factories. I'm not going to make any parallels. But those are really a very specific type of animal. So when you see a traditional chicken breed, you're going to want to look with a little bit of a different standard. Now, we've got already, Mike is in the lead with the 8 pieces done. Another thing I want to point out for you here is we've got a lot of fat deposits on this bird. Again, this is a heritage animal. It's raised free range. It's going to be putting on fat in a different way. Typically, industrial production of animals, we don't like to see a lot of fat because we as Americans don't want our chickens to be too pudgy. We think that if we eat a fat animal, we're going to get fat. Quite the opposite, guys. If you eat good fat, it's actually good for you. So these animals here that have a richer diet and a slower lifestyle actually put on a little bit more of that fat. That's going to add a lot of flavor to your broth. It's not going to make your broth fatty because you can skim it off, but it is going to add a lot of richness because a lot of flavor is in the fat. Actually, guys, all the flavor's in the fat. So that's another reason why we want the fat. So over here, Alex, aka the young buck, has already, in addition to amassing a big fan club, has done the 8-part chicken. Is down. And he's heading into the boneless, which is going to involve a little bit of foot cracking. There we go. Another thing to note too is you might notice as you start to think about buying meat from sustainable quality butchers like Lindy and Grundy is that the chicken seems to be a little bit more expensive. So the beef's kind of more expensive, but the chicken's a lot more expensive. Well, if you think back to the 1920s, 1930s, remember the whole chicken in every pot, right? Chicken used to be the luxury meat. Chicken used to be the expensive meat. Chicken used to be the fancy Saturday night meat, not beef. Chicken was it. And the reason why is it's harder and more expensive to grow. So as you start to look for a sustainable quality chicken, you might see that it's actually 30 or 40% more expensive than your supermarket bird compared to a beef, which might be 15% more expensive. That's just because when you do it the right way, it's a heck of a lot more expensive. So the fact that chicken's a cheap meat is news. Okay, we've got 2 people on their 3rd board. Dave the butcher. You can see when he's not chatting all the time, he's actually pretty fast. Look at that. He's got 1 bird down here, number 2. He's doing his halves. Ready for the grill. There's a little bit of sloppiness in the Frenching, but I'm not going to make a big deal out of it. Mike over here. Is this our 3rd bird, Mike? Wow. Mike is moving into, looks like these 2 guys have saved the boneless, completely boneless for last. Whereas Alex has already got it out of the way, and he's charging into his semi-boneless half. So get your bricks out and your grills ready because the semi-boneless are coming out. Well, guys, this is the final chicken for all of us. So let's see. Looks like who's in the lead right now? I think I'm going to have to call it for Alex at this moment with Mike in a close second. Incredible speed and dexterity. You don't have to do it this fast at home. Although it'd be kind of fun. Look at them go. Pulling the skin off like that. Chicken butchery too is the best place to start when you're looking at breaking down your own animals. It's small, it's manageable, and it's got hollow bones. So there's no better place to get your bony knives out and try things out for the first time. As you can see, you can also save a lot of money. I think all these guys alluded to it, that there's plenty of money to be saved in working a whole bird. And then you just learn how to make your own buffalo wings and make some stock and do some other things with those other pieces that you got hanging around. Let's see, Alex, AKA Young Buck, AKA really fast. Impressive. We're getting there. Mike, he's got to pull those thigh bones off. French those tips for his fully boneless. Mike's got 2 big tasks left. Alex is popping those off. Those half boneless are done. And I'm going to call it. Oh, there was an undone piece. Oh my goodness, this is a little, surprise ending here. What's going to happen? It's coming down to the wire between Mike and Alex. Alex had some undone work to finish up there on his fully boneless. Whereas Mike, the precise Bouchon trained chef, of course, did it all in the right order. It's the new buck versus the young buck. What's going to happen? Oh, done. Alex wins it.